Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Ender's Gaming Channel. Today we are reacting to the new Indiana Jones Beth, I don't know how to say, the new, possibly 2023 Indiana Jones game. So, I'm very excited, looking forward to this because I've been playing Emperor's Tomb for a long time, and we haven't really gotten a new game since the Lego Indiana Jones adventure continues with the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. So this will be interesting. So let's get into this. It's only 33 seconds. So. Okay. Now, from what it looks like to me, I hope it's like one of those games where it's like, how do I put this? Where it's kind of like, what's a good game I can compare it to? Maybe Red Dead Redemption, or where like you have different levels, or or something like that. But I hope it's like maybe a new Indiana Jones, like young Indiana Jones, not the old Indiana Jones. Or if they are making an Indiana Jones game, maybe we could see some new gun mechanics, some whip action, some new, maybe we can use different skins that might be a little over the top. This is definitely an old typewriter. Okay, well, we got the classic Lucasfilm here. Oh. So the way the hat moves is like, but there's Indy's poster and gun, but the way this looks, it looks like one of those games where you have to, like, one of those choice-making games. Like, it looks so, like, 3D-listic. Like, one of those optional games where you have to choose two different, like, where you get to choose one thing, but, like, let's say you're Indiana Jones and you beat up a bad guy, and you have the choice of either killing him or letting him live. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting off of this trailer right here. But if we so if we go to I'm gonna mute this. I will react to this. I've already seen the trailer for this. I will give you my thoughts on another day, but
Software is busy with multiple games and is now ready to deploy them on the Xbox platform.
This video gives us a little bit more detail of what's to come in this video, and I was super hyped. The perfect Xbox Indiana Jones exclusive ? Gameplay first. I hope it's third person. Honestly, I have gotten to love first person games. Star Wars Battlefront's a third-person game. I absolutely love that game. Red Dead Redemption is a switchable where you can switch to first-person or third-person, which I've been dying down on that, but the most recent Xbox game I've been playing is Marvel's Avengers. That's a third-person game. It has Captain America, Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, Mighty Thor, Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, and now with the exclusive Bucky Barnes, which is so awesome. Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting. I hope it's third person because holy crap, I'm in love with the third person games because it gives you a surrounding of where, like, let's say you have, like, let's say, what's a good example? You have, like, multiple enemies coming at you, right? You could punch them, but you can't really see them if you're in first person, can you? Question mark, question mark, question mark. So let's get into this.
Bethesda Software is busy with multiple games and is now ready to deploy them on the Xbox.
See, this is a little reference from Last Crusade, which, God, I love. This one gives it a little bit more 3D, like action packed. So, here's the Grail Diary. Here's, I think, is a little picture from the Last Crusade, and this is the stone tab. I think this is the stone tablet from Last Crusade. Don't quote me on that. I just know that the Grail's right here, so this must be the stone tablet. Donovan gives to Indy. He's like, "Hey, look, my team's like, they found this while excavating for copper. Can you take a look at it?" When in reality, he's like, "Hey, we need someone, not putting names, but Dr. Jones, to tell us, to help us with all these crews, yada yada yada." So let's get into
Platform starting in 2023.
Oh, this game looks so awesome. I don't know what that's is that Indiana Jones skin? It kind of looks like he has a sword on his back. The only sword he used was in Temple of Doom, and that was like a knife or you can see satchel. No, that's a satchel. My bad. It looks like an old ruined temple.
Recently, Todd Howard and the development team have spoken up about their latest major franchise in partnership with Lucasfilm, Indiana Jones. Little is known about what Indiana Jones will look or play like, but new details outline what to expect and if it will be exclusive to Xbox.
I hope so. We need a new Indiana Jones game. That's all I'm saying.
This is Colt Eastwood. Yes, I'm wearing my quintessential Todd Howard leather jacket for this one. Today we're going to talk about Indiana Jones and what to expect and some new information that is rolled out. And if you end up enjoying this video, let me know by liking and subscribing to the channel. Hit the bell to be notified of new weekly content. And let's talk about Todd Howard, all of the hires they're doing, and what's to expect for Indiana Jones. Exclusive. Todd Howard spoke to Lex Friedman this week about Starfield, Elder Scrolls 6, and the new upcoming Indiana Jones game in development. A new lead designer was also hired who has a long history of work.
This must be a this obviously, but this must be like some kind of knife dagger that Indy collects
with Bethesda, and more importantly, with the Indiana Jones franchise in video games. Todd Howard explained.
It makes sense because the 5th movie, Dawn of Destiny, is coming out, so obviously y'all gotta make Indiana Jones merchandise for a new movie, you know?
Explains how Indiana Jones was finally acquired.
Okay, can I just backtrack?
Franchise in video games.
Hold on.
Todd Howard explains how Indiana Jones was.
Okay, so first thoughts. I definitely want a level where we can, like, let's say we have to escape, right? And there's a companion. He can drive. We get on the gun. Let's go shoot some whatever evil, like maybe, I don't know what year this game will take place in, but my God, we better. I hope the developers make us ride this thing because it has. Oh, this is so cool.
Was finally acquired, and how his team was set to bring this game to life.
It's different. It's different. Like Indiana Jones is different, where like the name it's Indiana Jones, not a world. It's him, right? You can talk about the world of Indiana Jones, but at the end of the day, it's about this character. Love the character, love the story. I just love everything. I love everything.
The thing, because if so,
thing about it. So
that's an amazing. Hold on, let me go back.
Love the story.
If this is like the thing for the game, the character model for the game, holy crap, I love this. It represents Harrison Ford in every way. It kind of looks like Harrison Ford's from The Last Crusade, I'm not gonna lie.
I just love everything. I love everything about it. So I've always wanted to. It's one of those things like, what's on your bucket list? Like, oh, I want to make an Indiana Jones game. And I had pitched Lucas. I had met some people there and pitched them back in 2009. You know, Lucas, now part of Disney, and they're doing a lot more of licensing and working with people. And so I knew some folks there and said, I have this idea that I pitched a long time ago. and they loved it. The internal team that I had not only didn't have the time, they probably weren't as good a fit as Machine Games, who's done the Wolfenstein series, who is the perfect fit for this game with storytelling and how they record it. And it's awesome. They're just doing an incredible job with that game. People are going to be, if you like Indiana Jones, it is a definite love letter to Indiana Jones and everything with it. I could go back. I would just say it is a mashup. It is it isn't one thing intentionally. So it does a lot of...
The vibe I'm getting right here is maybe it's going to be a little mix up of Temple of Doom, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Last Crusade, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. And if this game comes out after Dial of the Destiny, maybe Dial of the Destiny 2. But I'm not 100% sure on that.
Of different things that, myself and Yurik and the folks at Machine Games have wanted to,
so like I said,
myself and Yurik and the folks.
This must be the new mythical Dial of Destiny. It looks like a map with like some coordinates on it. Little big clunky device, and I'm assuming, from what this picture tells me, Helena, or I think that's her name, and Indy find this and they get trapped or something and yada yada yada, but I'm pumped. So
some Machine Games have wanted to do in a game, so it's a unique thing.
With Machine Games working since 2019 on the Indiana Jones title, it was time to bring in a new design director, and that is Jens Andersen. He will work in parallel with creative director Axel Torvinus, who was previously the art director for the Wolfenstein games. The design director will be familiar with his new colleagues, as many at the Swedish studio he previously worked with at Starbreeze. Andersen also contributed to many Machine Games' previous titles as a freelance designer. In total, more than 20 developers who worked on 2007's The Darkness on the Xbox 360 and PS3 era are on the Indiana Jones team. In addition, Andersen spent several years at LucasArts around 10 years ago, where he was originally hired to work on another canceled Indiana Jones game. This in a report from VGC. He says, "I've now taken the next big step, which is to join Machine Games as design director on Indiana Jones. This is also redemption. When I accepted the offer to go to San Francisco in 2009, it was to lead the design on an Indiana Jones game, but that game got canceled before I even got there. Now I get a chance to do what I originally hoped to do, but this time I will get to do it with some of my oldest and best friends. Joining Machine Games is like coming home. Amazing people I worked with during Riddick and Darkness, but also teaming with new ones, whose talent daily blow me away. I'm so excited about what we're building and the way to get to do it, featuring one of the most iconic characters ever, in collaboration with my friends at Lucasfilm, published by one of the biggest publishers in the world, and doing it at an amazing studio like Machine Games. This will be something very special." Close quote. What does Indiana Jones game look like? What will it play like? It is most likely a third-person action-adventure game, despite Machine Games' expertise in the first-person shooting mechanics like Wolfenstein. Indiana Jones is set in 1943, just after the events of the first Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh my god, I'm in love with this game already. Oh yes. Oh, guys, I'm going to be making a crap, and I mean a crap ton of Indiana Jones content. All throughout, starting from today, all throughout 2023, it's just nothing, it's going to be nothing but Indiana Jones content. I'm sorry, guys, but this game and the movie,
Ark movie in the prime era of his adventures. The trailer left a few clues behind that most people missed in this Twitter-only post that made its way across the internet. The clue is an orange flight ticket for Indiana, giving evidence that he is en route to Rome on a date of October 21st, 1937, proving that the game will not be a continuation, but take place in the early years of Indiana's life of archaeology and adventure, a
So I'm assuming this is like after he gets recruited to go on some death trap mission.
year after the
We already know that Emperor's Tomb takes place before Temple of Doom, so maybe it could go Emperor's Tomb, Temple of Doom, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indiana Jones game, Last Crusade, yada yada yada, you know?
Lost Ark. According to games industry insiders, an exclusive Indiana Jones game on Xbox is not
Okay, so this might be some concept art, or this might be their inside game, but he's definitely either riding a mule or a horse.
plausible, as licensing agreements are not always dependent on
And here is the Last Crusade temple where Indy, Henry, and Marcus and Salo go in. And yeah.
being multi-platform. In other words, franchise owners of IPs like Lucasfilms are more concerned with the quality and the honor of the source material and agreed payment, not where the game is available. With Xbox footing the bill for partnership and development, you can be assured that Xbox has paid for exclusivity of some kind to draw customers to their ecosystem, console, and the Game Pass subscription. But also, Phil Spencer has been on record to say they are not interested in acquiring or buying other franchises that they did not create. So it's very possible that if in the clause in agreement with Lucasfilm that the game come out on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, that Xbox will continue to honor what that previous contract says and put
If they do make this for PC, boy, you already know I'm slapping that pre-order crap down.
the game on all platforms. Since Indiana Jones started development in early 2019, 3 years ago, the typical development cycle of 5 to 6 years would put the expectation for release somewhere around 2024
and here's
or
a Red Dead Redemption gameplay of someone on the train. Maybe this is like, maybe there's gonna be like a car chase, or a train chase.
2025. Knowing that there is a pedigree of first-person semi-linear shooters from Machine Games gives us an insight to what half of the game may play like, with an option to play in first-person and also third-person. And especially with Todd Howard iterating that the game mixes many genres and many different play styles all in one game. But we've yet to see many games from this studio that are in the third-person perspective. But we've seen major studios take the shift from first to third with great success. One consistency we can rely on is that Indiana Jones and Harrison Ford are synonymous, and creating a new version of Indiana Jones is not likely what Lucasfilm wants to do, especially with the brand new movie coming in June of next year. There is a lot to look forward to, especially on the Xbox platform, that would love to see their very own Tomb Raider or Uncharted-like game materialize as a third-person action-adventure game. The best part about the hype and excitement for seeing this genre return is that we may see a hint of what Indiana Jones looks like as early as next year. This is Colt Eastwood. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Had a lot of Bethesda games to cover and a lot of news, as Xbox Game Studios are staying a little bit quiet during the regulatory process. But I'm really excited about Starfield, which I covered, and I'm really excited about Fallout, which I've also covered. But Indiana Jones, now that's a wild card. We didn't expect that one, and I'm not quite sure personally if it's exclusive. I'm really on the 50-50 line, and I talked to a developer that said that the agreements for exclusivity don't usually show up for quite a while, but I'm still sitting on that. Phil doesn't really want to pay for exclusive IPs that he doesn't already own or that won't be on the platform forever. So it's going to be really interesting. If you ended up enjoying this video, let me know by liking and subscribing to the channel. Hit the bell to be notified of new weekly content. If you want to further support the work we do here on the Colt Eastwood channel, you can do that by hitting the join button below.
Alright, so that's gonna wrap it up for today's video, but tomorrow is gonna be another Indiana Jones reaction video. So I will see you guys in the next video. See you then.